Hey guys, welcome back. For today's video, I have something a little bit different. You're gonna see me test out the new silicone makeup sponge. Now, actually, I know this isn't really a new product. It's been out on the market for a few months at this point, and I've seen a lot of different videos on Instagram, on YouTube, and honestly, when I first saw this, I was just not impressed. Like, it just did not intrigue me. I was like, I love my beauty blender, nothing compares to it, so I wasn't really gonna test it out, to be quite honest with you, but this was requested from some of you guys. You wanted to hear my thoughts on it, so of course your wish is my command. So I hopped online on Amazon and I purchased it, and today you're gonna hear my thoughts on it. So let me know down below if you guys want me to test out any other weird things. You guys inspire me to step out of my comfort zone, so let me know. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Enough rambling. I hope you enjoy, and let's go ahead and see how this silicone sponge works. Alright guys, let's do this. So first things first, this is what the packaging looks like. I did get this pack on Amazon. It was like $7, and there will be a direct link down below if you guys want to check them out. I honestly didn't really do any other research. I know that there's other brands that have these sponges, but I just went on Amazon because I buy everything on Amazon. So let's open them up and see. Don't ask me why I smell everything. It has like this weird like plasticky sort of smell. It kind of almost smells even like workout equipment, like those rubber balls. I know that's kind of weird, but that's like the first thing that comes to my mind. So definitely a weird smell. This is what it looks like, just so you can see kind of a size reference compared to my hand. That is what it looks like. And then comparing it to the beauty blender, it's kind of the same size a little bit. Obviously the beauty blender is a sponge and this is a silicone sponge, but that is what they both look like. Okay, so today I'm gonna be using my L'Oreal Pro Glow foundation, one of my all-time favorites. I have combo skin, and this is just absolutely amazing. So I have this one in the shade 204 Natural Buff. So I'm just gonna apply it on the back of my hand, and then just right on my cheeks. Let me zoom you in a little bit more. Whew, this is very up close and personal. We're just gonna blend it out. Definitely weird. It kind of feels cooling though. Wow, it actually blended it in really nicely. Okay, so that is with the foundation. Without the foundation, I feel like it looks really good except for my nose. I don't like the way that it looks around my nose with this. I feel like it kind of like settled in a little bit into like my nose crack. But I feel like on my cheeks it actually looks really, really good, like just blended. I kind of want to do the rest of my face as well just to see how it looks, and then if I want to, I'll go over top with the beauty blender. That's what I'm gonna do. On the other side of my face, I'm gonna apply the foundation directly onto the sponge and see how that works. Whoa. It looks really white for when I applied it directly onto this. I feel like it's a little bit harder to blend when you apply it directly onto the sponge versus when you apply it on your hand and then apply it to your face. I'm actually super impressed with how this blended out my foundation. Like, it's not awful. I feel like the coverage is still there, but it just looks really natural on the skin. It settled in a little bit into my nose, but for the most part, I do think that it looks good. Honestly, I don't even think that I need to go over top of this with the beauty blender. Like, I'm really impressed with the way that it looks on my skin. So far so good. So moving on to the under eye area, I'm gonna use my Hard Candy Instant Eye Fix Under Eye Treatment, which I love, and I'm just going to do this like I always do right underneath. I'm gonna try and blend it out with this. I'm not sure how it's gonna work with concealer, but we shall see. So that actually blended out way better than what I expected. Like, I'm so surprised right now. The real test though is gonna be the concealer. So I'm gonna go in with a new favorite. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Medium 1 Custard. And we're gonna see how well this blends. This concealer is a little bit thicker, but I love it for the under eye area because it's really creamy, it's easy to blend, and it has really great coverage. So I'm just gonna apply this with a concealer brush. I'm kind of like patting as if it was the Beauty Blender. You know what I mean? Like pouncing it into my skin. Okay, so it did blend out pretty good, but you can see, hopefully, my under eye, like it looks really like creasy, and that normally doesn't happen to me with my Beauty Blender. So I'm not loving the way it's looking on my fine lines. With the silicone sponge, I feel like even like going like this and trying to blend it, it doesn't really blend it out the best that I would like it. It blended it out overall pretty good, but like with small details like fine lines and stuff, I do think the Beauty Blender is the best for concealer in the under eye area, especially for somebody like me who has a lot of fine lines. For me, that's just personal preference. So I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and just kind of blend out my under eye area a little bit more, because I think this is the best for underneath your eyes. Overall, I do think that it blended everything out really good. I like the way it applies and blends out my foundation better than my concealer. I'm not really sure if people have used this to set underneath the eyes, but I'm gonna try it out today and we're gonna see. I'm gonna use my NYX color correcting powder in the shade Banana. So I'm just literally dipping it in like this. Okay, this is definitely different. Okay, no, that's not gonna work. I feel like it's just very dry applying it with this, whereas with the Beauty Blender, it kind of just makes everything like melt into the skin. So this, I just wanted to see, but this with powder, I don't think it's my favorite at all. Yeah, no, this is not my favorite for setting. Also, I feel like it's a little too, like, I guess since it's not an actual sponge and it's not wet, it's just like too dry underneath the eyes. So, you know, I'm like all over the place in this video. I kind of want to do a little bit of cream contouring just to see how that blends. So let's test it out. All right, I know I just applied powder. You really shouldn't do powder and then liquid, but I'm all over the place in this video. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do a little cream contour because I want to see how this blends out the contour. So I'm going to use my Revlon Photo Ready Instafix in the shade Caramel 190, and I'm just going to do a very natural cream contoured look. I do have a more in-depth video on how to do this. If you guys are interested, I will leave it linked below. And I'm using this one just because it is one of my more natural contour colors, so I feel like it's perfect for this look.
Gotta get that double chin.
I'm kind of like using it like this, like flicking it upwards. So it's actually not bad, like blending out face products, but when it comes to the under eye area, I would probably just go with the Beauty Blender or a sponge, because the under eye area is not my favorite, but everything else I feel like blends like a dream. Like I'm super, super impressed with this for the price. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna set my contour, do my lips, add some highlight, all that fun stuff, and then I'll be right back. All right guys, I'm back. I finished up the rest of my makeup, and if you're interested in the details, check the description box below. Everything, all information is always in there. So all in all, I am actually really impressed with this sponge. Like I have no words. I had very low expectations for this. I thought it was gonna just sheer out my foundation, not blend it out well, and it just blew me away. Like I'm actually very surprised with how well it blended out my face makeup. I will say on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna probably give it an 8. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, just because I love the way it applies my foundation. My cream contour was actually really easy to blend, but when it comes to the under eye area, it wasn't my favorite. Like, I definitely prefer the Beauty Blender. Like I said, it blended out things well overall, like on my under eye, but when it comes to small details and small crevices underneath your eyes, like right on your lower lashes and the inner tear duct, I just feel like the Beauty Blender is the best because it's really bouncy and squishy, so you can just get in there and just blend that out and get really small details, especially for, like I said, me, because I have really bad under eye, fine lines. So for me, for the under eye, I personally would not continue to use this. For the face, I think it is flawless. I'm really surprised at the fact that this maintained the medium to full coverage of the foundation. This Pro Glow foundation is flawless, and I think with this it looks even more flawless. Like, I'm just loving it. So I think for the price, it's really great. It's worth trying. It's so cheap, and you get 2, so $3.50 each. I love it. And yeah, so let me know if you guys have tried this down below. I'm always really intrigued by your thoughts, because it's funny how something will work for me and then it won't work for you guys, and you guys might love it and I might hate it, you know, because that's what makeup's all about. But let me know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you soon in a few days in my next video. Bye!